It's Johnny, and once again, but this isn't what I want to show you. This was my 13th account. Right now we're on my 14th, and I don't think I have any strikes, but can you see right up there at my app? That's from last night at midnight till this morning. 503. There was 110 new followers and 300 and something, blah, blah, I don't know. But 503, mid 300 comments, 110 followers. I clicked on it and said, hold on a minute. I did a screenshot. But while I was talking about why I do these TikToks, TikTok does not want me saying a word. You know what I talk about? Vaccinations, free and fair elections, what they spray over us, what's in our food, what's in our water. You know, just pollute. How many vaccinations do you need to go to public schools today? How many vaccinations does a newborn get? I talk about abortions. That's off limits. You can't talk about. I don't shame anybody. I don't attack anybody. I ask about Israel. Who's in control of Israel right now? The Palestinian Jew let the Ukrainian Jew come in, and the Ukrainian Jew controls everything and owns everything, and now they're genociding. Hey, man, that's happened through history. I could care less. I don't care about everybody's got chaos in their history. I talk about the United States being a conquered people. I talk about every race, every culture, and what we're taught in our schools and the lies, the deceit. I don't know if I'm right. I don't even care if I'm wrong. I just know that my therapeutic videos, and by talking about things, you know, it's when they ban you, I feel like I'm on the right track. You know what I mean? Like Germany. Can we ask questions about Germany? Nope. Who was their enemies? Since we can't ask who the Ukrainian Jews' enemies were, who declared war first? Oops, that's everywhere. Everything they teach us in our public education, like everything started in the United States. George Washington was the first president. Don't ask any questions. Well, can we talk about John Hancock being the president and signing really large on the declaring our independence from Britain? That's right, boys. We're going to have a nation of our own. It's never happened before where every man is created equal. You know why? Because the Ukrainian Jew financed every aspect of slavery. Not just the capture and the torture and the transportation and the sales. And no. We're talking plantations. We're talking where these people worked. And it ain't all one color. Black Americans are so lost, they just go, we're from Africa. That's the largest continent in the world. You're just from Africa. Yeah, we come over on slave ships. Wrong again. Wrong again, man. You can find more history in France and Spain than you can the United States. I don't know why the United States hides its history so bad, but don't worry. Johnny can find it. You ready? The Moors conquered and controlled Spain and France. That's a black empire that had a hierarchy, like a pyramid scheme of slaves. Slaves had slaves of slaves of slaves. Every country, every army did the same thing. The Roman army killed a third, enslaved a third, and left a third. And we all got a new language and religion. Why the fuck do you think you're speaking English? Everybody got a version of the Bible when we were transported everywhere. Conquered Caucasians were transported to South Africa, Australia, Canada, the United States. We were all given new languages and religions. It's not just Caucasians. But if you go, hey, you're colonialist, or what do they call us? Hold it right there, colonizer. No, man, people don't get a choice. And then they teach you the dumbest histories ever. And I want to run for governor, man. Americans do not know what's above them, what's below them, and what's around them. The most ignorant people. Doesn't mean stupid. Does not mean stupid. And let me tell you something right here. 99% of these people right here, these 500, agree with me. I'm not attacking anybody. I just want you to listen. Stop calling your children kids. That's baby goats. That's baby sheep. They're raising your kids, which are baby sheep. And these apps, see, like Facebook. I can do a video on Facebook and get 3 views. Facebook's got me so restricted. I started a YouTube channel on my G-JC. And I'm using TikTok to make the videos, and I'm transporting them over to my YouTube. But I'm not going to stop in TikTok because there's good people in there, man. I don't care if you say it's China. I don't think so. I think it's our government. I'm a huge Trump supporter. Huge. But I am sick and tired. Doge found 200 billion with a B. Tariffs have already made 100 billion with a B. How much has any city gotten? Please, God, don't you dare give it to those elected Democrats that run these corrupt cities. The people in the cities. Have we changed Chicago? Have we fixed St. Louis, D.C., Baltimore, Philly? Are we helping people in any way, form, or fashion? No, Johnny. Trump's focused on Israel because it's in the book that they publish. Back to the histories of the Moors. They controlled Spain and France. And then the Roman armies won. And then within a year, Queen Isabella of Spain said, she hired Christopher Columbus of Italy and said, you fucking hunt them down. Find out where they're at. And they went over to North America, and behold, the Moors. How long were they in North America? I don't know. But the first thing that happened to them was genocide from the diseases that they all learned from us. They have been genociding people throughout history. It's not just a color in a crayon box. Please, God, you've got to open your eyes. That's why all you're left with is blame. And nobody, you know what? We're not allowed to talk about it. They started with genocide. Native Americans, Black Americans, everybody that was living here, they're never going to talk about unless we force it. Yeah, does that mean we get paid? No. Everybody in the United States is a conquered people. You know the Roman army was in the United States? Johnny, you're just making shit up. How far is a mile? Why does the United States utilize the mile and not the kilometer? Because the Roman army steps, the step or the cadence of the Roman march is 1,000 steps equals 1 mile. They would put a marker every 1,000 steps of marched. And that's where your mile markers come from. Well, Johnny, that's amazing. And then the Roman army dissipated in North America. That's why you've got so many of certain groups, Italians in places and French people in places. It's unbelievable. And the 7 countries that all focused on North America, they all got a piece of what the Moors had, I guess. The Native Americans had the nomads. Now, the nomads of the Native Americans, they were fleeing the disease. There were cities. Tartaria used to be here, and the Moors probably took over Tartaria. The Moors took over a bunch of things. They were a very strong people. My forefathers are from Scotland and Ireland, man. And when the religion came, we fought England for as long as we could, but as soon as they allowed the Vatican in, those armies are unbeatable. So the Native Americans couldn't beat them. Nobody can beat them. The Moors can't beat them. Genghis Khan's the only one that's killed more people than the Roman army. He changed the weather. He changed the climate. He killed so many people. But that's what our histories are, man. It's chaos, and it's absurd. And it's 2025, and we can't learn from it, and we can't fix anything. First thing we got to fix is our food. No more chemicals that create the need of chemicals that never... We could talk about pharmaceuticals that never cure a fucking thing, like Pfizer. Been in business that long and ain't done nothing? Come on.